Hi, I'm Melissa Ryan. Welcome back to my channel. This is Naturopathy Part 2. I mixed up the title a little bit in the other one. I called it Naturotherapy. It's pretty much the same thing. You can call it either one, and I checked just to be sure. I also mentioned in the other one that I covered the face wash, and I didn't. I wanted to get to the face wash. It's easier than the clay, because the clay you want to leave it to sit in. With the face wash, all you need is the coconut oil and the baking soda. You just mix a little bit in your hands, and then you rub it on your face. I leave it on for like a minute. It doesn't have to be long at all. Wash it off, and your skin will look radiant. I'm not a big face washer, but I've been doing it pretty much every time I bathe since I learned about it, because it's incredible what it does to your skin. It minimizes your wrinkles. You look great, you really do. And also for makeup removing, in general, I'm not a big makeup person, but I do wear makeup when I work. I wear a shit ton of mascara, and to remove it, all I use is the coconut oil. I just rub it, 2 or 3 applications, maybe a little bit more depending on how much I use, but it's very nourishing for your skin, and it takes off the chemicals like nothing. So makeup remover and face wash, 100%, with pretty much the same thing. Baths. I used to be a shower person, but unless you have a specific shower head that purifies your water, it's very harsh for your skin. But if you're sitting in essentially a pool of water, and you add things to the water, it can be very nourishing for your body, because your pores open up through the warm water and it soaks in the goodness. I like to do a lot of things to my baths. Every article online will tell you sit there for 20 minutes. For me, that's kind of a long time. I don't do it for 20 minutes, but I do add in a lot of things. I like to add in baking soda, not too much, because it will go into your colon and become all foamy, and that's not good for digestion. But baking soda, 100%. Lavender oil, I have that right here. Obviously everything I do is organic, but this is a kind of expensive one. But the lavender oil actually takes away bacteria, and it smells beautiful. I love lavender. I use it as a perfume too. It has relaxing properties. I enjoy it. I also add tea tree oil into my baths, also very good. Clay, I'll throw in there, also nourishing. You might have to clean it out. I'm living with a roommate, so I have to be on top of that. I remember one time I was renting a place, and the land person came over to drop something off, and he went into the bathroom and he was like, what is all over the bathtub? Because it was like brown mess. So yeah, it'll stay there. You're gonna have to wash it off, but it won't clog your drain. Don't worry about that. I add in cinnamon, that also smells amazing. The apple cider vinegar also is great. I throw that in there too. Don't worry about the smell. I personally don't mind the smell at all, but it fades like hour after, and it's not even a strong one. You know, you're not putting a shit ton in. Just like, you know, that's what's great about this stuff. You can just sort of throw it in. Even with cooking, I never followed recipes. It's very much foolproof. So apple cider vinegar, 10-ish drops of the oils, clay, I just kind of swab in. What else do I use? Coconut oil, 100% coconut oil for everything. Do I add anything else? Bath salts. Bath salts are amazing. They relax your muscles, and they add minerals that your body absorbs that you kind of need. Not even kind of need. For me, if it's warm out, or if I'm like doing a lot of physical exertions, I can't use too much, or I just not use it at all, because it will dehydrate you. When I do things, I like to go in full force, throw myself into things, and I've definitely learned the hard way that, I mean, too much of anything is never good. And I like to tip the scales a little bit. I do want to make these videos about things that are very tried, trusted, and true. But bath salts for sure. Bath salts for sure. Less than a cup. So that's baths. I like baths. Baths are more of a European thing. I used to sort of be astonished that people were even still taking baths, because I thought it was like a little kid thing. But it's very relaxing, and it's very beneficial for your health when you're adding this sort of stuff in there. It can be great for you. Okay, this one's gonna be a little bit different. This is something I learned maybe about a year ago, and I've been doing it consistently for a year, almost every day. I stopped for a little, well, let me explain. One of the most beneficial foods that we can eat is garlic. Now, people say all the time, people like my family, oh, I eat garlic all the time, I put it in my pasta, la la la. No, because when you're cooking it with pasta, first of all, it's bombarded by gluten. I don't fuck around with gluten, you shouldn't either. That's a different video. But you're killing the nutrients when you're cooking it. You have to have it raw, and you have to even prepare it a certain way to let the allicin come out. But hold on. First off, garlic aids pretty much every function in your body. There's almost nothing that it doesn't support. Most importantly, I want to say, is it really aids your immune system. It almost just, God, it fucking cures everything. When I started learning about garlic, I would chop it up. You have to chop it up finely, and then you let it sit for a few minutes to let the allicin come out, which is like a juice that comes out, and it's activated through a little bit of time, and then your body can absorb it. I would take it just straight. The taste, no issues. I used to worry about kissing dudes, like if they would smell garlic on me. Never an issue. Have I asked guys? I think I asked one guy. It tasted like garlic, and he was like, no, what do you mean? I was like, yes, never mind. But yeah, you don't have to worry about that. But what I began to add was turmeric or curcuma, which is an herb. A lot of times it's found in curry, but it's also another magical herb, food, spice that also aids every part of your body, every function, which is amazing, because food's grown from the earth. You know, therefore the vast majority are for different parts, and if you're feeling a certain way, you could eat that type of food, and if you're feeling a different kind of way, you can eat that. But to come across something that just does everything it's magical. It really is. So what I did was I added the turmeric to the garlic. But what I learned is turmeric's a little finicky. You have to add something to it to make your body absorb it. And it's really simple. You have to add a fat. So I add oil, cold pressed, extra virgin olive oil. And you also have to add black ground pepper, because the two ingredients together just work, and it allows your body to absorb it. So I've been doing that on an empty stomach, for almost a year straight. There was a time where I stopped, just because, you know, it's a process. You're chopping up garlic. I do 3 cloves. Sometimes I do 5. And, you know, sometimes I'm hungry and it's like I'm just trying to get it done. But when I stopped doing it, the decrease in my health was absolutely dramatic. And it took me a while to realize, like, why do I feel like shit? Why is my throat always hurting? Why do I feel this way? And then I sort of remembered, maybe I should start up with the garlic again. And I did, and I swear to God, everything just changed. It really does. And it's quick, too. I noticed a change immediately. And I mean, no sore throats. I haven't had to take any days off work. I've been good. I remember even one time I was on a road trip, and the road trip was for like 2 weeks, and obviously this isn't the easiest thing to do when you're on a road trip. I wasn't even really eating properly. And I started to feel myself get sick. Like the first day I was like, oh, I don't want to do whatever. So I was like, okay, where's the garlic? I chopped it up. I don't even think I had turmeric with me. But the garlic, my throat, like, automatically just felt better. It's incredible. It really is. So that's something I do every day. Yeah, every day. Even in part 1, part 2, if I'm not doing it every day, I'm doing it essentially when I bathe. But yeah, these are things that you can incorporate. It's super easy. None of it's really expensive. I mean, the oils can get expensive. I buy the best kind. But I get great results. I really do. So yeah, I guess I can end it here. I definitely want to add more parts when I get more into it, but I think this is a great 2-part thing to just sort of get you started. I want you to try it, and you know, let me know how it works. Please write me. I'm interested to hear. I really am. Thank you for listening. Thank you.